Hey friends, Cherie here. Welcome back to the channel, Cooking at Home with Cherie. Today I'm here to share my February 2025 Thrive Market haul. So if you want to see what I got, stay tuned. So Thrive Market had a really great sale in February. I went on and took advantage, restocked a few things that I was completely out of because I haven't done an order in a couple months, actually, several months. And so I went through the pantry, I assessed what I needed, and I made sure that I got those things into cart, and a lot of those were a part of the 40% off sale. I did post the sale on my community tab, and every time I see a great sale there, I will do the same in case anybody else wants to take advantage of the sales. Now, I have an annual membership. I've been a member since they launched years ago, I think over a decade ago. I got to look back. And I was, generously gifted a free membership through a subscription that I had already had. The owner of that was a founding member of this market, and she gifted all of us lifetime membership, so it's wonderful. I did notice now that they do have where you don't have to do the annual membership. You can pay, I think, like $5 a month. I think you can try it for free. Again, whenever I see specials that will allow you to try it and save, I will be putting those on the community tab, okay? All right, and I will put my affiliate link in the description box as well, because usually you can save quite a bit if you use my link, all right? Okay, so let's jump into this first box. Thrive Market sells, house goods, bath and beauty products, as well as food, items for your pantry. And I always get a mixture of it all. So I'm going to get this first box unboxed. This is my small box, and you can see here that I did stock up on my Bronner's Pure Castile soap. This was a fantastic price during that sale. And I shared this on my old, I used to have another channel called At Home with Cherie, which I just restarted my channels and separated things out. But I have shared this African black soap on that channel before during a haul, and I love this. I do all kinds of stuff with this, basically just doctoring it up into my custom fragranced shower gels and bubble baths and stuff, because it does come unscented. It's a wonderful, wonderful soap for the skin. I mean, you can use it for pretty much everything. So I just like to add my own essential oil blends to it. So I got 2 of those because, like I said, these were 40% off during the sale. So these will last me a while. I'm going to get the other things unwrapped and show you what else was in this box. Okay, so this smaller box did also have 1 jar of the strained tomatoes. Love this brand. Also love the Jovial diced organic tomatoes. This is a jar of ghee with Himalayan pink salt, grass-fed ghee. I did get 2 cans of coconut milk, and it looked like one of them got dented, but that's gonna be fine. I have had incidences in the past where, like, I got a box that had tomato products in it, and one of the jars was compromised and that spilled. And I was really only looking to get that 1 container replaced, and they replaced like the whole box, which was unnecessary, but appreciated. I'm gonna use these. I'm not gonna report these because nothing is like open. So these are gonna be fine for me. But like I said, they do, in my experience, they have wonderful customer service. So if you ever get anything that's kind of banged up, and especially if you get anything that's compromised, broken, you should definitely reach out. That's the nature of shipping. Yeah. So anyway, this is a container of the organic extra virgin olive oil. This is a cold extracted from Greek olives. Love this one. And then I do all this this packaging. I'm going to get the tape off of here, all the labeling off, and I have some new huge garden beds, 6 of them. 2 of them are filled so far, 4 are not. And so I'm going to be breaking down all this cardboard, putting this in the bottom of those enormous metal garden beds. And then the material that comes like this is great. I recycle this for my business. I will reuse this, and these plastic bags I always find a use for fabric scraps and stuff like that. So yeah, put your packaging to use. Okay, so I got like I said, this was a pantry stock up. So I got a lot of the items that we use for our breakfast smoothies and like overnight oat bowls. So you can see here some of the items. So just some hemp seeds again. I just got things that were on sale, and restocking of some things that we use very regularly. My husband is a big fan of these Purely Elizabeth granolas. Sometimes I make, granola at home. And so I don't need to buy a ton of these. A lot of times we're just doing overnight oats. But he does like to top his overnight oats sometimes just to have a little crunch, and he snacks on these. These are pretty low sugar, very clean, good protein. Then I got this one here. It's a little sweet treat. This one has dark chocolate and red berries. So yeah, and I like this brand. I've been buying this brand for a while. Nature's Path Organics. They have some good products. Now, I really didn't need rice because I have a lot of rice, but this was probably something that was sitting in the cart from before I did my Costco and Azure Standard haul. And so, yeah, but I do like this Lundberg Family Farms brand of regenerative organic rice. It's a nice company to support. Then I got these because sometimes I just want to have some sardines and crackers. And I don't usually keep, like crackers, like packaged crackers in the house. So I'm going to give these a try. These are organic sourdough einkorn crackers with sea salt. I'm a huge fan of the Jovial brand, and I've been using, I bake with einkorn flours for years. And so, yeah, I'm going to give these a try. See if this is something that I want to get regularly, just to have some simple crackers in the house, when I don't have anything, homemade to pull and grab as a quick snack. Okay, so the rest of this second box, which was a bigger box, had these items here. So I got two. Again, it's the sale. I'm a big fan of this Bon Ami kitchen cleaner. Well, you can use it for anything, but this is what I like to use to clean my kitchen. It doesn't have a lot of harsh chemicals, and this one is, these are really inexpensive. It's basically, just a cleaning powder. Then looks like I got a couple of these, syrups, the black elderberry and the bronchial wellness. I just keep this in the house. Sometimes I just take these, like if I know I'm going to work in the garden a lot, especially in early spring when it's dry and dusty, I just load myself up with some kind of preventive things to keep my system peak. And then got this huge jar of the Dr. Bronner's virgin coconut oil. This is a regenerative organic certified jar, 30 ounces. Love this. I usually get the smaller jar. I went on and got the big jar this time because, yeah, I cook with that. I use that for a couple different things. I love this tiki marsala sauce. So I always get that. This is one of those great things when, if I'm like, oh, I want some Indian food, but instead of like ordering Indian takeout where you have no control over the fat and the sugar and what they put in it, I can just pull out some chicken or some fish, whatever protein I want, if I want to do it just with vegetables, and pour this over and simmer it, and it is absolutely quick and delicious and better control of the nutrition. Has some pretty good ingredients in here. And then that was one of my main stock up things, was tomato items. I did a stock up. Actually, I found some really delicious things to try at Home Goods. And so those are currently in my kitchen pantry. I did share that Home Goods haul. Home Goods is a great place to buy, especially like international foods. A lot of really good, clean, organic foods can be found on their food shelves, even their snacks. So these are going to go down in my basement pantry. These are good to 2027, August 2027. So they'll go downstairs, and then I can pull from those as I use up what's already in there. So let's see. I got the diced and the crushed. There might be more in another box. I can't remember how much I ordered of each, but it looks like right now I have 4 of the crushed and 4 of the diced. And then I was completely out of my tomato paste, and so I got this one. I love this one, directly imported from Italy. This is like a concentrate, so I just like to squeeze some of this into whatever I'm making that has like a tomato base, and it just adds some really great flavor. Okay, so we're on the final box, and it looks like I got a jar of whole peeled tomatoes. There might be more in the box. I got, 2, 4, 6, 8 jars of this tomato paste. Love this brand, as I said. Got some Dijon mustard and just some regular yellow mustard. Got another bag of my Redmond's real salt. I have a huge tub of this that I keep just in my like emergency pantry. And so I just get the little bags to refill this stuff. I mean, it lasts a really long time. I got 2 boxes of the whole wheat fusilli from Jovial, using the ancient grain einkorn. As I said, this has been our, I love this brand. And of course, we just find the einkorn flour much easier to digest. This is, my husband's from Europe. This is what is used a lot in Europe, and it doesn't irritate my stomach as much as, you know, some of the regular flours here. So I've been using this for, geez, over a decade. Then I got 2 more packs of my favorite pasta. I'm a big fan of egg pasta. I didn't get more just because I'm well stocked on egg pasta. But again, I threw these in here because of the sale that was going on. Okay, I found a couple more kind of supplements and things for my smoothies. And also got a fresh bag of the green banana flour. I've been using this for years. It's a wonderful, wonderful gluten-free product. I make a couple things with that. Here is, looks like I got 2 of the coconut powder. I have a big bag of coconut powder. Well, not huge, that I got from Azure Standard. And I vacuum sealed that. And I got these just to use up in the kitchen pantry for now. And then I got a bag of organic pomegranate powder, great for my smoothies, and then some organic golden berries, great for our overnight oats. Okay, I also got a bag of whole roasted and peeled chestnuts. Those are organic also. There were 3 more jars of the whole peeled tomatoes from Jovial. And then there were 4 more containers of the strained tomatoes. So with that one back there, it looks like I have a total of 5 of those. And there was 1 more whole peeled tomato there. So I have 4 of those. And these, again, these are going to go down in the longer term storage. And I will pull these up, you know, as I work through what's already in my kitchen pantry. Because, like I said, it's just more of a stock up. I like these things that have, like, you know, 2-year shelf lives. Get them when they're on sale and then work your way through them, you know, as time goes on. Okay, and the last things in my 3rd box, the final items from this February haul, is sweet treats. I absolutely love these Cocamels. They're coconut cream caramels. They're so delicious. I got 2 bags of the sea salt and 2 bags of the original. And then this is one of my favorite chocolates, these Choco Love almond and sea salt dark chocolate bars. Delicious. And then my husband really likes the strong dark chocolate, so I got this for him to try. We have not tried this brand before, but it's a forest mint. He loves after 8, so I'm thinking this will be like a dark chocolate kind of after 8 taste for him to try. And if we like it, we will continue to order those. And then I love making my hot chocolate with these Tazo dark chocolate bars. Delicious. Okay, friends, so that's it for my February 2025 Thrive Market haul. I'm gonna get all the stuff put away, and I will be assessing my pantry. I do know I need to restock on some more of the gluten-free flours that I like to use. I don't use a lot of flour, and so I don't tend to buy those gluten-free flours in bulk. They don't have a long shelf life. So if I get big bags, they tend to go to waste. So I do get the individual bags periodically throughout the year for those things like my almond flour, my hazelnut flour, and stuff like that. And so my next haul will have some of those things plus some other things I need to restock. And I will definitely share that with you when I do it, probably in June. We'll see. All right, thanks for watching. Remember to check the description box for my Thrive Market code if you want to give it a try and save yourself some money. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the channel again soon. Take good care. Bye.